Well, good morning to my co-host, Jen Sherwood. Hey, Jen, how are you this morning?
I'm great. How are you?
You know I love fall.
Oh, me too. And I love giraffes. Look at your shirt. It's giraffes.
I didn't even know this was a giraffe on here.
Oh,
I
man.
just thought it was the colors.
I just love it.
Yeah, I do. I look like a giraffe. If I was an animal, I would look just like a giraffe. Think about it.
If I were an animal, I'd be a vole.
A what? A boar?
Vole.
I don't know.
Maybe a mouse with a long nose. Anyway,
She's so much smarter than me. I don't know. I didn't even know that was a critter.
I only knew it because my cat drug it in one time. I had to look it up.
You're like, boy, that thing looks like me.
Hey, buddy, should we have supper?
Oh my. Okay, so Kobe's got us all worked up here this morning.
Yeah, we're rounding it back around.
Doesn't take a lot.
No.
Okay, but we're here this morning. And, Jen, I saw on Facebook you were riding a horse. I'm assuming you weren't in Smithville.
No. Oh, my gosh. We had just the best time. We went to Colorado to visit our son Jim and his fiancée Osiris. And I grew up around horses. We had horses. I grew up around horses. I actually competed in horse riding. And my children, I failed them.
Oh, you did?
Because here they are in their 20s, and they're like, we've never been horseback riding. I'm like, how could that happen?
Oh, you're a terrible mother. Yeah,
I
don't think.
So we went up to Steamboat Springs, which is that northern part where it's mountainous but more rolling, like it's rolling into the plains. Beautiful, beautiful country.
It looked like fun.
I had a great trail ride. Everybody's horse was great except mine.
Yeah, well, it's because you didn't have a cowboy hat on. You needed the right hat.
Yeah.
You had a ball cap.
No, they sized us all up, and they're like, okay, Charm needs a little exercise, and she's a little sassy. We all know she bites.
Yeah.
But this lady looks like she could handle her.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that's what they said.
That's what they said.
Because little Sassy loved to, like, oh, here's all the horses, trotting along, blah, 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 blah.
And there you are.
And we all get to enjoy. And here she is off over here like, I'm going to knock this lady off in the sagebrush. I'm going to knock the lady off over here in the rocks.
I think I've been on her before, yeah. They get over there and they try to do everything to knock you off them, yeah.
So once we got up, but the scene was beautiful. Mm-hmm. We had a blast. And everything about the whole weekend was great.
Oh, well, you look like you were having fun.
Yeah, we saw moose, we saw bear, we saw, oh my gosh.
Grizzly bear?
Oh, no, black bear.
A black bear.
But we were in this cute little cottage Airbnb out in the woods, and the guys had gone fishing, so they brought some, delicious looking trout home, and we'd also ordered some pizza, and so we're walking our food into the house, and we're kind of cooking dinner, getting ready to eat, and we hear this thunk.
Oh.
And rattle, rattle, rattle on the glass sliding door. And it took us a minute. We looked over at it, and we were like, what is that? And then we saw bear paws.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. We were like, oh, that bear wants some trout. Or maybe it's the pizza. Oh, my gosh.
Yogi
what
Bear,
happened?
he comes to take your food.
It looked like Yogi did it.
No.
Our boo-boo.
The good news was
Hey,
we think it was the cub of the mom and the two cubs that our Airbnb owner had, said, oh, they're in the neighborhood. We're like, neighborhood was not the right word. On your deck.
They were in the window. Good thing the window wasn't open.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
And so we just left all the outside lights on, and we're like, yeah, you're right. Trout's tasty. That was an exciting moment in our...
Get the heart going.
Yeah, woo! We were like, okay, now what? So the boys, what's the movie with, oh gosh, now I don't know, but is it Revelant?
Yes.
Where
With,
he gets
Leonardo
attacked.
DiCaprio.
Yeah,
Yes.
gets attacked by
Yes.
grizzly. The boys are like, let's watch that movie. I'm like, you guys are nuts. Anyway, that's how my kids respond to tragedy.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'll
I
tell
was
you what.
freaked out. Will's like, hey, should we feed them the trout heads?
No.
And the boys are like, hey, let's watch a movie about a guy getting mauled by a bear. And I'm like, no to all of you.
Oh yeah, that was
anyway.
exciting. Yeah, your vacation and mine don't ever line up.
No, they don't ever.
Yeah, we're like, no. So anyway, well, that sounded really,
Yeah,
really
it was
fun
fun.
in your world, Jen.
So when you see that Jen on a horse, you can think of the bear that
Well, I'm
the
glad
bear
I've
that
had
wanted
the
our
backstory.
trout.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, I've got some exciting news.
Yes.
We have lots of new chamber members.
Oh my gosh, this is the longest list I've seen in months.
Well,
How
you know,
exciting.
I'm sure you've been downtown Smithville.
Yes.
And they've got the heirloom now. Misty Martin has gone out on her own.
Ah.
And it is so cute.
Oh.
It's located right across from Button Willow there.
Okay.
At 107 West Main Street in downtown Smithville. And the building looks fabulous. And we're going to be having a ribbon cutting. She and I are so busy that the first date we could get together that we both could do was Monday, October 28th.
Oh my gosh, that's that. Well,
way out,
gives
but
us
it's-
plenty of time to get there.
Very prepared. Very prepared.
Now, I usually do downtown at like around 9:45 a.m. So all the businesses that open at 10, they can come over and be in the
Yeah.
ribbon cutting. So
Yeah.
October 28th is when we're going to do it. So come on out and
Sounds great.
and support Misty and see this fabulous new place.
Yeah, they did a great job on that building.
Oh, the
They
building
got-
looks
I can't wait to
fantastic.
see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so I was hoping I could get somebody from Gammon, Druick, and Watson CPAs to come in today. I gave
Yep.
them a call. They're located in the old Tom Janey building.
Yep.
If you're from around here, you know where that is.
It also used to be the Regions Bank.
Oh, it did. Yeah, they actually have a
That
bank
goes
vault.
way back.
Yeah, we remember all that, don't we? But that's 297 West Broad Street in Smithville. So Devin, that's a female. Found out. I've said, Devin, I need y'all here. I want you on the chamber chat.
Yeah.
And we got to do a ribbon cutting. So hopefully we'll be hearing back from that
Well,
soon.
we are so proud that they have joined the chamber. That's great.
Yes, that was so
That's
great.
really great.
And then King's Holdings, you may think, who is that? Because, but they own the building at 104 West Walnut Street there in Smithville. It's where the Legacy House is.
Oh,
Cutest
great.
little place right next to the Purple
Is that the
Balloon.
only place that they own downtown, or do they?
Oh, I
own
don't know.
others?
I
Yeah.
didn't
I
give them
think it
the
is right
quiz.
now.
Yeah.
it is
Okay.
right
Is
now.
it?
Okay.
And then Pettigo New and Used.
Yeah.
I talked to Carla. I said, Carla, got to join. And she did.
Oh, I love that.
103 West Broad Street in Smithfield.
Thank
They've got
you for
new
your
and used.
chamber support, Pedigos.
Yeah, thanks, Carla. And new and used furniture. They've got appliances, all kinds of stuff in there, overstock stuff. So check them out. And then Center Hill Properties. That's Tanya and James Sullivan.
Oh, yay.
Buildings extraordinaire.
Oh, Tanya's. We at the gas company love Tanya.
Oh, yeah, I bet so.
Yes, we do.
She's got a new property hooking it up every
Well,
week or
we
so.
appreciate that she chooses gas when she builds her
Yes.
houses.
And then, let's see, where are we now? Oh, BEK Investments. That's Sean Edwards. Now, you may not know Sean. He's new. He has just bought a property on West Market
Oh, nice.
next to where Mary Ann's is
Yeah.
before the
Yeah.
that building there. It's kind of going to be a cool building.
Yeah.
So anyway, and he's doing a lot of renovations and we've
So
been talking.
all those buildings are actually quite interesting because they back out to a parking. You
In
know,
the back.
like in the back,
Uh-huh.
alleyway parking.
and this
in the
one's
back.
got a basement. They say a great basement
yeah,
in it.
Yeah, they're interesting buildings.
Yeah.
I've
wish
been
I
in a
looked at-
couple of them just as like when they were on sale or whatever.
Yeah.
On the market.
Oh, I wish I'd looked at this
well,
one.
when they were on the market on market.
When they're on the market.
Ah.
Well, speaking of market, the chamber got the $300,000 grant for downtown Smithville.
Congratulations.
And, well, now the work has begun.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're so
I know.
excited.
I know. You're like, oh, I got to write this grant, and I'm like, are you sure?
Now I got to do the reports. Ugh, no fun. I'm going to call Randy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, Randy,
Yeah.
I need help.
There
and
you
so
go.
he's so good at that. So anyway, but we've got a lot of work that's already started.
300,000.
I know. I was going to apply for 150,000, and then I saw, well, you actually can apply for 300,000. I said, well, you know
Yeah,
me.
buddy.
Go big or go home. Right? No
Yeah.
brainer. 150,000, 300,000. Let's go for 300,000.
Wow.
We
And
need
what's
it.
this one
Great.
for?
It's for exterior improvements downtown and also signage. And if we have any money left over, Randy and I are going to get some benches and stuff,
Yeah,
right,
we'll
Randy?
find some things to spend that money on.
How
Yeah.
That'll improve the
lovely.
downtown. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, since we're
Great.
talking about grants, though, so Randy again and I, we wrote a grant for the Tennessee Arts Commission, and we were wanting to get, we needed a new mural for the Aaron Tippin Alley.
Yes.
It's done. It's just like
When
Aaron
are
is
we?
standing there.
When are we going to celebrate that?
Well, it's coming. It's coming down the pipe.
all right.
in charge of that.
All right.
And then we also got some grant money to fund the art walk, which is now the date's been changed. Well, Randy's going to talk about that, but it's going to be October 4th. And we're going to have a new stage and all kinds of stuff. But I'm going to let him talk about that because I know nothing. I get the grant.
and then you
They go
pass
to
it
work.
I'll
off.
throw on the money,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then I'll just hope they, I know they'll do something great with
yeah.
it. So that's the plan. So anyway,
So do you remember when that very first grant paid for half of an awning?
yeah.
And that's where it all started.
No,
So
I
it
think
began.
it's
no, I think there was one before that. I
Okay.
think you and I wrote one for Leadership DeKalb.
Yes.
And after about a month or two, we looked at each other and
and said never again.
we will never write another grant as long as we live.
Yeah.
Never say never.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, but then
We
when the
have
check,
eaten that cold crow so many times
when
now.
the check came, though, I was like, it was like having a baby. You forget all the pain. You're like, I'll never do this again. And 4 times later, I'm still
Yeah,
having,
right.
I'm like, what was I thinking? Did I lose my memory? Did my brain go blank? When I'm like, what in the world?
I know, but free
that's-
money. I mean, there's nothing like free. There,
Well, let me
it
tell
is
you,
not free.
free money is
let me
not
just,
free.
Nothing's
Yeah.
free.
People, when people say, isn't there a grant out
Somebody's
there? It's
working
like,
in the office
oh
lane.
man, it's like the duck. All the pedaling is all under the
I'm
water.
the duck.
You do not see it.
I'm the little feet under the water.
That's fun.
It's not fun, people.
Yeah,
But it moves you forward.
it does.
No.
and
I love
it
my
also gives our community the opportunity. I think the other thing that grants do is it gives the community leaders an opportunity to get together and say, what hammer do we need to hit this nail? So a nail that needs repair or needs, it's the process of a community coming together, like Randy, like the downtown folks, like the churches,
Working together.
like the public officials,
Yeah.
everybody working together and agreeing, yes, if we had this, this would move us forward.
Yeah.
And then Suzanne writes the grant.
And then they call me and,
And
say,
then-
what kind of grant we got for that?
But you only get another grant and another grant and another grant when you actually complete that process. So it's not just talking about it. It's not just agreeing on it. It's not just finding the grant. You get another grant because you did well on that first one.
Yeah. You got to prove yourself.
You got to prove
Yeah.
it.
All about
And-
performance.
Yeah. And that's the other thing that I feel about our community, about downtown Smithville, about Alexandria, about lots of places in our community, is that we are succeeding in getting things done.
Oh, we're not succeeding passing page 1 on our program here.
Oh, wait, is it a quarter till already?
Okay, so here's the thing.
Yeah.
We only have 4 guests today, and we're still on page 1.
Well, we
Okay.
better, all right. I got
Here we go.
you. Yeah.
All right, Brother Chad Smith first.
There we go.
Jen and I haven't seen each other like in a
I know,
month. so
but
like-
I will say again,
We've
congratulations
made it
on
to
the great big
paragraph
huge
2.
grant.
We're just backdropping.
That's right.
Yeah.
we're
Just the
still
pretty
right.
faces
We're
are
right there.
just the pretty
Page
faces.
one.
Right
All
there.
right. Anyway,
All right, Brother Chad.
Yes, so
we got?
there's
you started it.
I know, I did.
she had to come off of her high horse from up there.
Oh, dun, dun,
She brought
dun.
a giraffe.
I thought I was.
the animals.
I thought I was the main event.
There we go. Oh, but
Anyway.
no, there's a lot of stuff going on. This is the month for the Boo Bash. I'm sure we'll talk about later.
Oh, yeah.
We are doing our fall festival. Like we always do our fall festival right after the Boo Bash. We're switching it this year because we came to realize that the senior night for the DeKalb County high school football game is also on Halloween. So,
Oh, yeah.
so Boo Bash will end, and you can go watch the Tigers, and hopefully they'll go beat Upper Moon. Go Tigers!
Yeah.
Yep.
But on the other
Cap
side,
County's hot this year. We're winning a lot of
yeah,
stuff.
they're doing really well this year. But we're going to have ours on Wednesday night, the day before on the 30th, and it's going to be from 5 to 7 p.m. all inside in the LEC. So if it's raining, we're having it.
Yeah,
if it's
rain
not
or
raining,
shine.
rain or shine, we're there. Candy, fun, safe environment for kids to come for fall festival
All
activities.
ages or what?
Well, yeah, pretty much, yeah. I mean,
Like, I go around
families
and get-
come, and we have free food and everything. For
You know what I
everybody.
love about that is that people put a lot of effort into their costumes,
Oh, yeah.
and then this gives an opportunity to wear them more than once.
Oh, yeah, we had the Rubbles last year.
Oh,
Yeah.
Was it what's Barney's wife's name?
Betty.
Barney and Betty. They were there last year. They had a little child, Bam Bam. So that was our youth pastor and his
I
wife.
started to say, I knew who that
That
was.
does sound good.
So Jordan and them. So yeah, but it's a great time. We have a fun time doing that. That's going to be on the 30th. So check out. A lot of churches do something around the Halloween time. I know some churches do trunk or treats. Some have other fall festivals. But looking for a safe way to get your kid out there and have a good time. Really encourage those. Also, one big thing that has hit us, not just hit us, is hit our area is in East Tennessee with the hurricane. So I know our church is having a team going out tomorrow, and then we also have a team going out over fall break. But there's going to be training for anyone. Now, I'm going to be particular. This is for Baptists, those who are Baptists. This Sunday, that would be the 7th? On the 7th.
6th.
The 6th, thank you. At 3 p.m. in our chapel, they're going to have disaster relief training. Reason that's important is, I know we were sort of talking about this before we came on air, is right now you can't just get in your car, load up your car with water, and drive over East Tennessee or Western Carolina.
Yeah.
You have
Or
to
even
be,
South in Georgia. I mean, like there are lots of
right.
areas
You
that
need to be credentialed, and so you need to know what you're doing. You need to be trained, but there are still ways to give. Many ways to give. I know that Tennessee Baptist Disaster Relief is literally one of the best disaster reliefs in the entire country. And when the Helen was coming into Florida, they were telling, we were ready to go there. Little did we know it was going to take us pit stop right over East Tennessee.
Yeah.
So we are, they've been poised, ready to go, but instead of going to Florida, they've had to shift and go back in our own backyard. But very excited that we have people in place for that. I was told the other day there's almost 130 people who are just doing search and rescue, staying at Camp Carson, which is up in Newport area. But Newport got devastated. Greenville, Unicoi area, all those areas are devastated. So if you want to give, you can go to tnbaptist.org, go to disaster relief. You can give to that way. Red Cross does that. And outside of our own county, I know at First Baptist, Gordonsville. First Baptist Gordonsville is sending a trailer, a rig trailer full of stuff. So call them, and they will load up, and they will tell you what they're taking at this time. I would to make sure you buy the right stuff.
Right.
If you're going through Red Cross, or if you're going through Tennessee Baptist Disaster Relief,
or
whatever you're going
TEMA,
through. TEMA,
Charlie Parker is a great resource for us to understand what the needs are.
Right.
Because we may see something on social media, on Facebook, whatever, that was a week ago need.
Right.
And that's the other reason to stay connected. We all feel for the victims. We all feel for those communities.
Well, and we learned from this in 9/11.
Yep.
I mean, it's been that's hard to believe it's been that many years ago, but I remember 9/11, people gave so much to that, and then by the time all the cleanup was over, we had all this stuff just sitting there and never got to get used. Same way for Katrina.
So
same. Just make sure you contact the right people to see what's needed, when it's needed,
and where.
Yeah. So, but don't just hop in your car. That can be one of the most dangerous things for you to do.
Right.
You can go. You can get volunteer. You can volunteer. Just make sure you go get credentialed, and eventually, as the higher needs go on, many people can go without being credentialed and help out homes and stuff. But right now, I know this is early in the month, but there are still, last time I checked, well over 100 people just from Tennessee who are still missing. So, so we want to be in prayer for them. I know it's changed a lot of our plans for fall break. We're doing mission trips instead of vacation trips. So, so anything you can do to help is appreciated. If you need any information, feel free to contact our church. Charlie's a great contact well as to at the fire department too. So yeah.
So, Brother Chad, is there, you say you guys do a class that basically you can get credentialed. Are there other places that people want to get credentialed that they can go to do that?
It depends on who you're going through.
Yeah, UNCOR, United Methodist Relief is they credential their teams when they get on site based on what it is that they'll be doing. So I think it just depends.
It just depends on which group that you're connected with.
So it's usually associated with a group.
It is.
That you have to go through to be. If you want to volunteer, you got to go through that group to get credentialed.
Correct. Like, and there's some businesses like AT&T and Verizon and stuff like that they already have trained people. But the big thing is just to make sure that you are finding a group that you're connected with. You hate to say it in this world, but you want to be under somebody's umbrella for liability's sake, because you're going there to help. You're not trying to hurt anything in the process that's going on. So
And also when you give,
yes,
make sure that you're relying on your own resources to make sure that it's actually an organization
Valid.
valid. Yeah. GoFundMe pages may not be the best route to go.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, we appreciate everything that everybody's doing. We appreciate the good-hearted people, especially the good-hearted people of Tennessee who are just caring about all this. We know everybody wants to do things, so we just want to make sure we're doing it the way that actually is helpful.
And we know it's not just here. I mean, I know our family's gone to Asheville several times, and it's just, that whole area right where you go into Biltmore is just devastated and such.
Yeah.
So
I have family in Valdosta.
Yeah.
And Valdosta got hit with Category 3 hurricane.
Wow.
And that's the first time that it's ever been that.
Yeah.
And there are places of Valdosta, Georgia that are just
recognizable now.
I forget what they call it. The bend right there in the Panhandle where it made landfall. That whole area is just devastated.
Yeah.
And usually we're all running to Florida or Georgia or the coast. It's hard to believe that we're experiencing.
Talking about all these
Tennessee,
600 miles worth of.
But prayers are much needed right now. So yes.
Well, speaking of prayers, we want to bring this up now because we're going to have the Chamber Prayer Breakfast at the Smithville First Baptist LEC building. It's the great space for us. Let me first give you the date. Thursday, November the 21st. Go ahead and mark your calendar. It's going to be at 7 in the morning. And Ralph Vaughn is going to be our speaker.
I'm so excited. I haven't seen Ralph in a while. And he's got a great voice.
Yes. He used to be here at WJLE.
Yep.
Jamboree. He was the voice of the Jamboree for years. That's what I want to say. But we really appreciate your men's group cooking breakfast for us.
Oh yeah, we'll have sides and pancakes and they'll have the tables, and just we're always excited to bring the whole community in and especially to pray together and focus on how we can get things right. So.
Well, we sure appreciate that. Tickets are only $5. If you'd like to be a sponsor, just email me or give me a call at the chamber. I'll be sending those letters out probably today, hopefully. I've been so behind. And the flu will do that for you.
Gosh.
I got a week behind, and it's been rough. So anyway, but we'll be getting all that stuff sent out pretty soon. But thank you so much for hosting that. And we look forward to that. And Jen will be running the front table, so I'm sure.
Yep. And leadership DeKalb class.
Oh, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah, they'll be helping to
serve the drinks and cleaning up and
spilling orange juice,
stuff.
All that good stuff.
Right.
Anyway, we're excited about that.
Making cappuccinos.
Yeah. Oh, maybe.
Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah. Did I hear that?
Thank you,
guys. Y'all be good.
So, Suzanne, how do you go about getting tickets for that?
Well, I haven't decided.
It's loose. It's kind of loose.
It's good. It's coming. I'll let you know.
There's plenty of food there, so I know
plenty of food. Yeah, I'll get that figured out. One day at a time right now.
They used to be more expensive than that. Not expensive, but it used to be a big fundraiser for the chamber, and chamber board members got out there and beat the pavement and sold a lot of tickets. But now that it's at the Baptist church,
and they're making breakfast for us.
And they're making breakfast for us. We try and make it a little bit more just recouping our costs.
Yes. We just want to be have a wonderful prayer breakfast of our
A lot
community.
of people do just pay at the door.
Yeah, and that'll be
So
fine.
you can't come
yeah.
and
You
pay at
can?
the
You
door.
can pay at the door.
That's good to know.
Yes, but
We
I
like
will
to
get.
know.
Yeah, but I'll
a little bit.
Usually, I send a message out to all the businesses, and they tell me how many tickets they're going to want.
Yeah.
That's usually what happens. So, but anyway, that's on the list. It's my husband always says it's on the list. We'll have it figured out by next week, next show. Okay, so let's see what we got. Oh, the Habitat for Humanity chili cook-off.
one of my favorite events
and
of the year.
bake sale, one of our favorite days. And Randy, I'm going to let you go right after we talk about this because we've got 3 events in one day, and it all starts with the chili cook-off, and that's going to be, they start eating lunch at 10:30.
And you better get there
You better get
between
there.
10:30 and 11:30 because
Yeah.
a lot of times the chili. No,
And bring your Tums
no,
with you.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
pressure.
but it
no
goes
pressure.
to 1 o'clock. And it'll be so fun.
Yeah.
Everybody will be all decorated up. It'll be
Yeah.
all around the courthouse, and
And they're going upscale this
Oh,
year,
are
where you vote by QR code.
Yes, I heard
Yeah,
that.
coming into the 21st century.
Oh.
So make sure that you bring your phone so that you can vote. It's going to be paperless.
Yeah.
And of course, the chili cook-off is a fundraiser for the Habitat for Humanity, and they are in the process. They will be using these proceeds to build another Habitat house for a DeKalb County family. So, so you know where your money's going. You're supporting a great organization in our community.
So Randy Caldwell's here from the Purple Door, which is
Hello,
on West
Randy.
Walnut
Good
in downtown
morning.
Good
Smithfield.
morning.
He's our representative at our downtown events. And Randy, after we finish eating chili, we got 2 more events.
You may as
On
well
the
just
square.
stay downtown
Just
all
stay.
day.
All day.
If you need a day to play hooky, that's the day. You've got these two's permission to do it.
Yes,
if your boss
That's
That's
asks,
right.
right.
Yeah, I'll
you
sign
know,
any. I'll sign
Jen and
on any
Suzanne
form
said
that you
it's
need.
Okay, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
So,
Yeah.
but, and to say a word about Habitat for Humanity too. If you have never been involved with them, what a great organization. Before I retired, they were our adopted charity, and we did many builds, with them, and not just a great experience because you're giving back and helping a great organization, but man, it's a great team building opportunity too for businesses. If you're looking for something to do as a group
Yeah.
and go do that, it's a fantastic organization.
Feels
and a
good to help people.
Fantastic time
Yeah.
to do that, and you learn a lot. Too.
Yes.
You're sitting there. You could have drywall day, and you're up there putting drywall, or you're framing the building, and you're learning how to
They
frame.
always stuck
So
me
it's-
with a
it's
rake and the
cool-
mulch.
Yeah, it's a cool experience.
Jen, you
Yeah,
go
we'll give you
outside.
the-
so big day this Friday. We're
Yeah.
starting off with the chili cook-off, and then this kind of evolved because our art walk was supposed to be last week, and because of the storm and
rain,
everything,
sure.
we just. We were deciding whether to just cancel it or reschedule it. And, the artists put a lot of effort into, doing new pieces for the event. So we decided we're just gonna move it 1 week. And I think it's just gonna be a fun
Yeah.
Friday night. We've got the drum circle that's going to be in front of Tony Luna's place at
Yeah.
Lake House Realty
Awesome.
there downtown.
Which means if
That's
you've
from
got
5
any kind of thing that you want to beat on,
Yep.
percussion
Yeah,
instrument,
yeah.
You
Or
just beat
just
away
bring
with
it.
him. He has got, from what I remember, the last time he's here, he's got like 3 or 4 professional drummers that have been with some very well-known bands out there. So he's going to have them there as well as, like I said, anybody can come. I don't think you have to have any kind of rhythm. Kind of like me, I don't have the rhythm, but man, if I got a piece, you might be able to follow it. But it's just a fun event. It's a cool thing to see too. It really is. So that will be going on Main Street.
so you can say, "Hey, I have played with a professional musician
Absolutely.
before." Yeah, there you go.
I think they're going to have a food truck there as well on Main Street as part of that. And then on Market and on 4th, we're going to be having our art walk. I think most of the artists that we originally had are still going to be there. So we were able to we wanted to make
good.
sure we had enough artists too before we rescheduled. So they will be there. We will have a band playing as well
Oh, my goodness.
there on the corner.
Yeah.
Again, at the Carriage House that Shane and Chase own. Shane's got a private art collection there that is going to be for viewing there in their Carriage House. So you'll be able to go down 4th Street, turn the corner, and be able to go see that as well. The restaurants will all have some food specials there, and just a fun evening. Just a really, really cool evening, very cool vibe about it. And we just hope to grow it every year, but to grow it every year, I think I say this every time, we need you to support the artists because they will come back if you are buying their art pieces. And what a great reason or excuse to do that, because you're supporting them. That allows them to continue to create, not just monetarily, but also gives them the motivation to do that. So keep that in mind when you're walking down there, and if you see a piece that speaks to you, get that piece, because you know what, it's going to be a one-of-a-kind piece.
Yeah, that's right.
You won't be able
Yes.
to get that anywhere else. So it makes great gifts for Christmas, whatever. But we're looking forward to having everybody out there, and just what I think is just going to be a real fun day, and a vision for what's to come for downtown Smithville as well in the future. So if we can make these events successful, we'll just continue to have them. And things like the Pumpkin Festival that I know is coming up, and other things. It's becoming a hopping place. DeKalb County is, not just downtown, but all the other businesses.
Yes.
All the other businesses, get results from that as well. So it helps them out as well, because we're about bringing tourism, but also opportunities for the locals to experience this as well.
I don't know if you've been out to Farmhouse Finds lately. Speaking
Yes,
of
they have a great. I'd send people. That
Oh my
love
gosh!
that shop. Yeah.
If you were looking for fall decorations, oh my gosh, it was beautiful when I
Oh,
stopped
when I
by.
had a turkey
And-
sandwich while I was there. I shopped, ate.
Yeah,
I
being in the
bought.
antique business, people are asking. I send them out there. All the businesses are trying to send everybody each other.
Yes.
We all want to be successful
Yep.
together, so it's important that we cross promote one another and send people other people's ways.
Junk and Jules down in Alexandria.
Yes, Uncle Jules. Yeah,
Huge
send them
place.
down
I've
there.
found some
Yep.
treasures down there
Yes.
too. Yep, great.
It's just we've got great places all over the county.
Yep, absolutely. So,
Hey, so Randy, while you're here, flip your page. And
You want me to go through
since
these other events?
Karen couldn't be here this morning,
Yeah.
so there's going to be a Twisted Oaks art party.
Twisted
called
art.
Twisted Art at Twisted Oaks.
yeah, 6:30 at there. And if you haven't gone to one of Karen's art parties, she started out in our shop at the Purple
yes, I
Door,
went to that.
when we first opened up. So she did the art parties back there. But she's a great artist. She's a great teacher
Yeah.
of art too, as well. Which
She's
for
laid
these art
back.
parties,
She's not screaming at you when you flub up like I do.
And you could have no talent with that whatsoever, and
I'm
you'll come out
testament.
with a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah,
by
right.
by yourself. So
What is that day?
that date is October the 16th at 6:30. So for more info, you sign up. Check that out at Twisted Oaks, and you can go to the Arts Garage Facebook page as well to check that out. And it looks like we got a sunshine pageant too for special.
Oh yeah,
needs.
talk about
we're
that a little
so
bit. That's
excited about
sweet.
that.
Great event, Friday, October the 25th, beginning at 5 p.m. at the County Complex there. It's a non-competitive pageant for those with special needs and disabilities. No entry fee for contestants, and then a $5 donation at the door for guests attending, and nothing keeps you from donating more than $5 as
That's
well,
right.
And-
So
and all of
whatever
that
you wanna
go-
give.
All those proceeds go to the Last Minute Toy Shop, which
Oh,
is a
good,
great,
good. That's good to know.
a great thing that Angie Meadows puts on. That
The Energizer Bunny.
yes, who has such great ideas and then makes them
Actually implements
happen
them, yeah.
and makes them happen. So one of the things that's neat about the Sunshine Pageant is that she's also asked for a lot of past pageant winners to donate their tiaras.
Oh, okay.
So,
nice. Special needs winners.
every participant will feel very special by the end of the evening. So that'll be a great event, and that leads into the Fall Fest pageants, which are the next day on
Yeah.
Saturday, October 26th, and that is also at the DeKalb County Complex. The application fee for that is October 18th, so just a week before. And her age groups, the Smithville Review, and Angie Meadows is in charge of that as well. The age groups start at 1 day old. Oh, babies, up to 55 and up. So there's
I missed that one.
a category,
Woo. Oh, it says-
even for
Hey, it says 55 and up.
yes, up.
It doesn't have a cap on that.
No cap. No cap.
Okay.
But we so appreciate Angie. She has been really trying to promote the pageants, figuring out how to increase participation. It's just supposed to be a fun event. And who doesn't love to just play dress up and go be beautiful for, even if it's just for one day?
Well, I know somebody who likes to play dress up because they have this really cool hat when they're doing story time.
Oh,
That's Coco.
yes.
Kathy Hendrickson at the Justin Potter Library.
Yeah.
Well, we had a story time last Friday, and we had quite a few children there.
Oh.
I was surprised with them. I thought, wow, this weather's going to.
Yeah.
I didn't expect maybe 2 or 3, but we had 15 children there.
Oh, that's
And their
great.
parents. And of course, there was no school that day, which I guess added to it. But we were happy to have it, and they had a great time, and we had a great time reading some stories and giving out our goodie bags.
Did
So-
you have your big hat on?
No.
Oh, I
haven't-
love that hat.
I don't wear it very often, but I do put.
She
mine.
has to make it special.
Yeah,
she's saying.
yeah.
Just went on there.
Yeah, you're there, Susan, because I know how
She
you
knows
much
I like it.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, we had a great time, and then our next one will be October the 25th, which is right before Halloween. It'll be the 25th at 10 o'clock. We always read some stories, and the kids get to kind of, interact with each other and pick out books, and sometimes the parents will go back there and they'll, read little books to them and do different things. So it's just a time for them to interact. It's usually preschool children. I think we had a little older children there because there was not any school. So they brought the siblings with them, which
Yeah.
is great.
Yep.
They got to play on our new, our AWE computers, our educational computers. So and it's interactive and it's touch screen. And
Oh,
it's,
I read about that in the
yeah,
paper.
it's not connected to the internet, so the children can sit there and learn a lot of different things. Science, so there's math, there's all kinds of things on there, and it's not connected, so the parents don't have to worry about them getting on something that they shouldn't get into.
Yeah.
So, and I've seen some adults sitting there too. So So
Hey, it's for
fun.
everyone.
It's fun
Right.
for everyone. We need to learn a few things too, but we have a great time. And then, of course, the Boo Bash is coming up. And I think Mayor Miller is not going to be here today, so he said something about mentioning that. So, so we do participate in that, and that is, of course, on Halloween. It starts at 12 and goes to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And just look for the pumpkins on the business, either on the door or the windows of the businesses. And most all the businesses downtown, the courthouse, the banks, library, will be participating in that.
And don't forget about the DeKalb County Complex.
Yes,
Yeah.
they will be participating
Oh,
too.
yeah.
They give out, and everybody dresses up. They're gonna
Skinny Steve will be there.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Skinny
Steve.
Steve.
So it's just
I haven't seen him in months.
So
Well,
it's put on by the city and the Smithfield
He's
Police
excited about
Department. So
coming
it's a great event, and it's a safe event for children to come and with their parents dress up. Parents dress up too. I mean, I have people that's come in for years and they'll dress up in costumes. They make their own costumes sometimes, and the children will be dressed up. And the adults have as much fun, but it's a good, safe way for children to come and know that they're, they can get candy that's, safe. Yes. So we encourage everybody to come downtown from 12 to 5 on Halloween and visit the businesses downtown and have a great time with their children.
Well, since you brought this up, we'll go ahead and finish it out. The chamber will be having a costume contest and decorations contest for the businesses only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So any of the businesses, I'm talking offices, the businesses, anybody at the county complex, anybody who's doing a scene, inside the courthouse, the city hall, they're competitive. Oh man,
They look good,
Oh,
too.
the library.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So here's what you do. To enter, it's easy as snapping a picture. You just got to take a picture of your costume or your decorations and then send them over to my cell phone, 615-464-7760, and I'll have that all over the place. I'll have it in the newspaper and all over the place.
We're ordering
And
our
then-
costumes, so
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
When do
they
need
are
to get
very
those to you
nice.
What'd you
by?
say?
When do they need to get those to you by?
By 1 o'clock that day.
That day, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and I'll try to get around and see as many as I can in person, but sometimes I just
The
can't.
picture is a great thing
Yeah.
because then you get to set it up the way that you want to show off your business.
And sometimes by the time we're telling somebody who they won, they've already gotten out their costumes. So what we do is we've got that'll be the media picture. So plus I'll have all the pictures on social media. So anyway, be thinking about what you're going to be doing. So we're excited about that.
yeah. And then the 25th annual Off the Beaten
Oh.
Path Studio Tour is coming up.
The 25th.
Yeah.
I remember the first one.
yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
25th through
Yeah.
the 27th
It is on the 25th, but it's the 25th.
to the 27th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's celebrating their
Oh.
25th year.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
One
But
of
it
my
starts on the
favorite events.
25th.
One of my
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Yes.
hurting my brain, Jen. You're hurting my brain.
25th year,
Yeah.
25 artists.
Yeah.
On the 25th, 26th,
Oh,
and 27th.
that's awesome.
I know it.
Yeah.
And they will have a booth at our Art Walk.
Oh,
So they'll have some
good.
information about that. So make sure you stop by there during the Art Walk, and you'll be. I'm
Get
sure
you
we'll
a
have some information
rat
relative to
card.
the art
Yep.
star and
Yeah.
everything. So.
But that is a long-standing end of the last weekend of October event that we just don't miss. We're
Oh, yeah.
always so excited.
And it's in DeKalb and Cannon counties, and they open their studios for a free 3-day open studio event. 25 years. The tour ends on the 25 participating artists. Artists will be demonstrating their craft and offering handcrafted shopping opportunities.
Oh, my
at
goodness.
Every tour stop. For more info, check out offthebeatenpathtour.com.
Have a map there too, so
That's
right.
check it out.
Also that weekend on Saturday, October 26th, is the Bridgerton Halloween Masquerade Ball at Twisted Oaks.
Debbie Sheets really knows how to put
Oh
on
my gosh, she is so
event.
and they have such a fantastic space
Yeah.
to do all
Oh my
kinds of cool
goodness, it's
things.
so pretty.
So that's a ticketed item, single and couple tickets. Single
You wanna
and
try that
couple
again?
tickets will be available at Twisted Oaks. The event is 7 to midnight that Saturday evening. They've got live music of Sea Dock Boys. They also have all kinds of special food and drinks, lots of things planned. So
Photo ops galore.
yes, dressing up adds to the excitement and fun of the occasion. So while it's not mandatory,
It's not mandatory, but-
owners Fred and Debbie Sheets will definitely be dressed up, and they want you to be as creative as possible. The event is for 21 and up. So
Yeah, starting at 7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's starting at 7.
It sounded like it's going to be so fun.
Yep.
And we're so glad Debbie Sheets is doing so well
Yeah.
after her accident.
Oh,
She
yeah.
is a survivor and a thriver.
Yep.
She's something.
Yep,
Yeah.
she's amazing.
So now let's talk about Friday at the fairgrounds.
Yes.
Before we have our awesome Ranger Justin Vaughn coming in. Saturday, October the 26th from 5 to 7 at the DeKalb County Fairgrounds. It's a trick or treating and petting zoo on site.
I know. They are really the folks who of Alexandria are really thinking of fun stuff for the kids, and so that Fright at the fairgrounds will be a fantastic event. I'm
Oh,
sure.
and every year they have, hundreds of children.
More
Yes.
than they think. I think
Yeah.
Lisa said last year it was just so many kids that
You
she
just
didn't
can't
realize there'd be
believe it.
that many show up.
I'm sure they're like, hey, this
Yeah,
isn't
this
all
is-
Alexandria here, but
Yeah.
it's because it's a great event. We invite everyone to come and enjoy the fairgrounds
Another
for
safe-
something other than the fair.
Another
Fantastic
safe way
site.
to
Yeah.
Another
to-
safe way.
Yeah.
And quickly before we talk to Ranger Justin, I told Emily Bell,
Yes.
I can't say it in her Australian accent, but Hosanna Farm is having a Christmas marketplace.
Hosanna. She says Hosanna.
I'm not even going to try. We know I will butcher it. So Hosanna, you've got me
Yeah, you
saying
got
it.
it tongue-tied.
Hosanna Farm, the Christmas marketplace is Saturday, November the 23rd from 12 to 5.
Yep.
And I love the way she says Trammell Branch Road, but it's 2116 Trammell Branch Road in Alexandria. It's so pretty. She's got the big rustic bar in there. It is so fun to see. Mr. and Mrs. Claus
Yeah.
will be there. They've been confirmed. Lots of gift vendors, lots
Yep.
of those one-of-a-kind gifts you'll be able to find there. And if you'd like to be a vendor, they're still taking applications for that. So
Right.
anyway, just give them a call, 615-999-0602, or check out the Hosanna Farm Facebook page.
Yep.
All right, Jen.
All right. Well, we've already talked about the Boo Bash.
Oh,
haven't we?
we're here at Edgar Evans State
Oh,
Park.
so we've got
Ranger Justin.
our
We're parking it.
favorite ranger here right at the moment.
Uh-huh.
Justin Vaughn, I gotta,
Oh, listen to that.
like,
Hopefully
there it
Brad's not listening.
You're just hoping the others
Who's
aren't
here with
listening
us
in.
today? Our favorite ranger who's here today.
Who's here today,
Justin Vaughn, here to talk about the great fall activities at Edgar
Yes.
Evans State Park.
This October, well, we have our normal. It's our 9th annual campsite decorating contest.
Oh,
Halloween in the campground. That will be October 19th. It will start at 5:30. A lot of the campers decorate. It's free and open to the public, so you could just bring your kids and your family if you want. But it's open to anybody that's in the park.
They
to
go
come
all out. If
Yeah.
you haven't been, you
Yeah.
will get your
Really?
fair share of spider webs and
All kinds of stuff.
So you
all
just drive
kinds-
through and look at everybody's decorations.
You can get
Yep.
decorating
walk.
tips. There you go.
Yeah.
I think they encourage people to
We
walk.
encourage people to walk because there's, we usually have
Oh,
somewhere
walk through.
close
Yeah.
to around 100 kids.
Yeah.
There's kids everywhere. It's darker in our campground, so
Yeah.
we prefer, but you could drive if you.
Oh, I was
needed
just
to.
asking, but you walk through. I've
Oh
not
yeah,
done it
it's just
before.
all right there.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
It's a lot of fun. It's really neat. Some of these people, they go all out.
They go all out.
Oh yeah.
And they come back to Edgar Evans State Park that weekend. Like I know they call and say, "What's the weekend
Yes.
that you're doing it?" So that they can be
I
there
have
for it.
some. I have about 5 or 6 that have done it every year since
Oh, wow.
they've been doing it every year.
And the state park is a fantastic place to be. Camping is, this time of year is, if you're going to camp, this is the time of year
And
to do it.
the winner receives 3 nights of camping for free. First place. Second
there
place
you go.
receives 2 nights. So there's some incentive to
So that
decorate.
explains a little bit of the.
Competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just it's a good place to bring your kids. It's a safe place. We've never had any issues or problems. And if you've ever been camping, campers are always friendly.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. What a
So
great
some
bunch.
of these people have a good time, and we like to have a good, safe place for them. This year, we've been bigger than COVID. Kind of brought us back down. We used to do a whole lot more.
Yep.
I'm looking at possibly trying to bring some of that back. We did a bonfire, marshmallows, hot dogs, all that stuff. I'm looking at possibly trying to bring that back this year. Hopefully our friends group can get involved and do that portion of it. So should
That
have
would be
more.
you,
maybe.
Jen.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
family
the fall colors.
Yes. The fall color, the falls. We can't tell. It's 1 minute
Yeah.
they're turning, the next minute.
They're like, wait a second.
Yeah.
But they should be starting to turn. We'll have our pontoon cruises, our color cruise going on this month. Look for those. They'll be on our website. We've had some issues. We've swapped over to a new system, and all our programs kind of got taken off, and so we're slowly trying to get those. I'm not very good with computers.
Yeah, recovering some of the, yeah.
You're a nature guy.
Yeah, he is an outdoor guy.
Yeah.
Asking me about the trees and the birds and the snakes and the animals and all that.
And you
help
can be intimidating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I turned on it took me a week just to get my password right.
Oh, well, that's
Get
just
into
normal.
Yeah.
So, but we should be having those on pretty soon. The colors should be We'll have those going all the way probably up into mid-November.
That sounds great.
Okay. Is that about all you got today?
Well, I think so. I could talk more if you don't want me to.
Oh, let me tell you, we have talked plenty this morning. We have just about run out of
We're
time.
talking.
Hey, but hang out with us a
I
minute.
will.
So, Jen, I think we're going to have time to mention our leadership DeKalb.
Oh, I'm so excited about our. I'm
Really?
calling it our Phoenix resurgence. That
Well-
we were dark during COVID, blah,
Oh, we're
and
back,
and
baby.
now
We're
we're back.
back,
Second year, even better. Maybe the best
class ever.
So the class of
You're not saying that every
2025.
year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't tell them.
All right.
So yeah, Randy would have been like, "Hey, that's what she said last
Yeah.
year." All right, so
said
our
about my
two
class.
our 2 high school students we are so excited about, Hannah Keith and Bryna Pellman.
Oh, and I got to tell you, at the last session,
Yep.
I sat with them at lunch.
Yes.
They are, oh my word, entertaining. They're smart. I just love those two girls.
I love having high school students in the adult class. It never fails. They are just the most amazing individuals.
I was so impressed.
Yep. So we're excited to
I was
have.
like, do you have a boyfriend? Because I got a lot of grandsons. I'm always looking.
Always looking. I mean,
They just looked
that's
at me
what
and smiled.
grandmothers are for. Yeah, they were smiling like, hey, I know your grandsons.
Yeah, probably.
We also have from Middle Tennessee Natural Gas, Connor Adcock, our staff engineer, fantastic young individual,
Yes.
new to MTNG, but grew up here in the community. Emma Adkins from DTC.
Oh, I love Emma.
And she also is local. I will say her husband, Eugene, works at MTNG. And I said, oh, I see Emma's in the class. That's great. And he's like, I didn't know that. we don't talk. So anyway, so I feel like that's also a little bit of a gas company connection.
It is.
But Emma's been so involved in the community in so many ways. We're just really excited to have her in the class. Steve Cantrell, who grew up here, moved away, came back. So I'll say
his family
has roots here. Has roots here. So is retired now.
So we work him like a dog.
Well, and that's part of what Leadership DeKalb is all about, is making sure that we're getting different segments of the community, that we're not just the emerging leader who's in their 20s, not our high school students. We've got,
he's
retirees.
Retired military. Yeah.
So a great start. I feel, am I supposed to go down the whole list here?
Yeah.
Sarah.
Yeah, and I'm like a drill sergeant, and he's retired military, so he just feels like he's back at home, back at the...
Suzanne says, go do that. And he's like, okay. When do I show up?
He fusses first.
Yeah. Oh, but that's good. That way he's listening.
Yeah.
That's what I told my kids when I go tell them to do something and they fuss at me. I'm like, oh, thank you for fussing. That means that you were listening.
You were listening.
So Sarah Crow, who is also a chamber board member at State Farm. Dawn Dahl Bradstag, who has also been on the Chamber Chat.
Yes.
She's from Your Glamping Adventure. She is going to be a great addition, realtor, a great feel for the tourism side of how, it takes somebody from someplace else sometimes to help us to see what somebody from outside sees. I know that I'm sure you see that at Edgar Evans State Park, of people, this is a fantastic place. That is such a shot in the arm. And Dawn is great, has fabulous ideas. Jana Gibbs from Down Under Poultry. She's got her hands in a lot of different things, but we're just so excited to have kind of that agriculture representation and small business owner, which is when you have a farm, that's what you are really. Jana's great. Austin Johnson and Holly Prescott from Wilson Bank and Trust.
Oh, they sit too. I like it.
And Noah Roberts from Liberty State Bank. And I have to say a little shout out for Noah. Noah came up to me and said, I Miss Jen, can you give Dr. Sherwood a hello from me? Yeah. And I was like, well, sure. And I said, oh, how do you know Dr. Sherwood? And he said, well, my grandma is Linda Wagner, and they work together. And I'm like, oh, you're the little Noah.
Oh, sure, he loved that.
Yeah, no, he humored me. But it did really bring me great joy to see, kid that he was just,
we're so old. We are so old.
He was just right in that same age group as my kids, a little bit older, but it's just so great to see a kid go off to college. He had a job in a different town and has had the opportunity to come back and participate in Leadership DeKalb. So we've got such a fantastic group, as you can see.
So Kobe's about to yell at us, so start the bottom part.
So we want to say a huge thank you to Evans Mill Retreat and Appalachian Center for Craft for their fabulous hosting of our opening retreat. Sponsors were Middle Tennessee Natural Gas, Family Medical Center, and of course Evans Mill Retreat. We could not do it without our sponsors, and we had a fantastic opening treat because they just rolled out the red carpet for us.
Kathy, we got an event coming up November the 2nd. What page are we on? The next page.
We're finally on the last page.
You know what?
We're at Smithville.
Yeah, there we go.
Smithville Christmas Handmade and Boutique Market, Saturday, November the 2nd from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. in downtown Smithville. Family-friendly event by Center Hill Events and Promotions. 80-plus artisans, boutiques, food trucks, and more. Free admission as well as free parking. For more information, visit centerhillevents.com.
Thank you. And then there's going to be a freedom celebration. The Hope of War book by Captain Larry D. Cripps will be Saturday, November the 9th from 11 to 4.
I love when you have a book signing. When you have the author there, you get to hear about the author's inspiration and why that book was significant to them and why they put all that effort into it.
I can't wait to read it. I have it. I have the book. I know I got to go by that day so Larry can sign it. But it's going to be at the DeKalb County Complex, and it's going to be a charity event too, not just a book signing, in partnership with the Wounded Warrior Project
great.
and the Mighty Oaks Foundation. And it's to raise awareness about the unique challenges faced by first responders, service members, veterans, and their families.
And what a great time that's during, Veterans
Yeah.
Day celebrations. So,
And I was trying to get the
that'll be great.
updates on the Veterans Day, but they didn't have everything ready
Yeah, we'll
for
have to
me yet,
announce
so,
that
yeah.
in November.
Yeah. So the Chamber wants to help promote your news or special events. Call 615-597-4163 or email me at director@DeKalbCountyChamber.org or tag me on Facebook. I'll help you spread the word, right, Jen?
Absolutely. We'll do our best. And I want to say a huge thank you to all of our guests this morning. We are so grateful for WJLE Radio and DTC TV for sponsoring our Chamber Chat program month after month, no matter how much we rattle on.
Yeah.
You can watch Chamber Chat on DTC3 as well as their website. Just go to dtc3.tv and click on Chamber Shows to view the program each month.
Y'all aren't getting me today.
Okay, here we go. Are you giving them a line there?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we appreciate all our listening and viewing audience, and hope to tune in next month.
That's right.
Oh, and anyway, I'm going to try to keep not cry, and before we sign off, the Chamber extends our deepest condolences to the family and many friends of EMS Director and Deputy Fire Chief Hoyt Hale.
His death on Sunday was a surprise and a tragedy for our community. He dedicated years
Decades.
to in service to our community, and he will be forever remembered. He was such a pillar in the emergency response family,
Yeah.
and he will be truly missed.
And please keep his loved ones in your thoughts and prayers during this difficult time.
Hoyt, we will miss you. But anyway, thanks for joining us this morning. And what do you want to say?
Happy fall, y'all!